what is check your bag?
I don't know that one.
Welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here with the recap of life after lockup. Yes, I'm a couple of days past due. I had a Christmas thing Saturday, and then yesterday me and my homegirls swapped gifts. So honey, I was in and out all day, so you know I didn't film anything. So I'm here. Alright, so you got it today. I'm sorry for the delay, child, but I hope y'all will forgive me. Okay, but things just come up. So let's talk about this episode of Life After Lockup. Lindsay! Let's talk about Lindsay and Blain first. Lindsay got a whole lot of time over her head. But one thing about it, they got the Matlock of all lawyers down that good old side ditch, Mississippi. Honey, if I'm ever in trouble in Mississippi, I'm calling that lawyer, child. Because he's the one that got Blain out. But before we get to Lindsay and her drama, let's talk about her daughter. Okay, so she's playing basketball with her daughter. Lindsay talked about how, you know, she plays sports and how she's happy that Molly is, you know, picking up the game as well. And then she's like, listen, okay, Blain, what do you think about me and him, you know, getting married? Him being your stepdaddy, him being a parental figure. You know, that comes with some things like, you know, him telling you to do things like I would as your mom. Honey, Molly said, now I don't know whom you got me confused with. Ain't gonna work. Now listen, I like Blain. He seemed cool, but he ain't no daddy of mine. He ain't gonna be no stepdaddy of mine. He gonna be your husband, if that's what you choose to do. But he ain't gonna tell me nothing. Period. Okay? You barely can tell me something. 13 years. And I'm just not living with you. You barely can tell me something. See, that's what Gammy was for. See, Gammy can tell me something because Gammy raised me. Okay? I'm barely in the door good, and you think that Blain is going to tell me what's what? Oh, no. I'm just going to tell you right now, it ain't happening. And honey, Molly was quick and swift with it. And here's Lindsay was like, and guess what, Lindsay? Eat it. Okay? Lindsay, there's nothing you can say to that. Absolutely nothing. Molly's 13 years old, and she's just now staying with you, while you've been going in and out of the correctional facilities. You just not able to raise your daughter, and you think that she's going to come in and be like, sure, Mom, whatever you want. Absolutely not. You should be happy that she got a good head on her shoulders for 13. And not out here on these streets like some 13-year-old girls could be. Or. So, you need to show her a little bit of grace, or she gonna be right back at her Gammy's house. So, Blain is talking to his dad about, you know, the marriage and Lindsay, and he says that he just don't know because Lindsay, you know, she got some time over her head. Okay, so we all know Lindsay was with stiff upper lip, and when she was with stiff upper lip, she was a hot mess. She done destroyed his property. She threw his clothes on the front yard. Lindsay was kissing some girl in the attic. Lindsay, where that girl at? Don't think we forgot. So Lindsay was a whole mess. So stiff upper lip, you know, put charges on her, which violated her, and she got 18 months for that. But then she had more charges. She had DRUGS charges, and she got a weapons charge. So, honey, Lindsay is a whole mess. So the lawyer was like, listen, you got a whole lot of time on over your head. You got looking at 40 years. He says, but I don't think you're going to do 40 years. I think maybe you'll do 25% of that. But you pay me the right amount. I see what I could do. See, I got your man now. Okay? Just let me do what I need to do. Okay? So I think that he wanted, what, 20K? Is that how much he wanted? Or was it 12K? Child, I can't remember. But, honey, it was a lot of money. And so Blain was like, daggone, I didn't think it would be, you know, you have that much time. And so Lindsay was like, Lord, this just ain't the right time. Lord, what are we going to do? Of course, they got some things to talk about. Lindsay got to come up with some money. All right? So she's with the homegirl, a girl who used to sell for her. Okay? And they going around collecting debt from these deadbeats who Lindsay had helped in the past. Child, Lindsay, you got to do better than that. 500 here, 200 here, 100 here, 50 here. You're going to have to hit up a whole lot of people to get that kind of money to pay that lawyer. So anyway, Lindsay and her homegirl are calling people so they can pay Lindsay to fulfill their debt. Lindsay after talking about, you know, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know if I get down there and, you know, you may end up in the ditch or dead or something like that. Inside Ditch, Mississippi. Child, the only thing you need to worry about is one of them meth trailers blowing up, girl. That's all you need to worry about. Don't go in the trailer. She act like that. They just gonna be out there like, bye, 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 bye. Give the child. Anyway, that's Lindsay and Blain. Let's move on. Red and Joy. Y'all, Red said that he's hard looking hard for a job. Y'all believe that? Y'all think Red is consistently every day going somewhere looking for a job? Okay. He's done settled in, all right? They done got there, all right? Done dropped off his stuff. And the little boy comes in. Daddy, Daddy! See, this bothered me, y'all. This bothered me. All throughout the episode, Dada, Dada, Daddy, Daddy, Dada. This little boy don't know this man. He don't know this man. He done FaceTime with him. Ain't never met him. He done heard what his mama done said. And you done got this boy running around here calling him Daddy. And in reality, Red and Joy done broke up. See, why are y'all in such a hurry to have your children call men father, daddy, pops? They don't even know these men. And then when you break up, just like Joy said, if he was to break my heart or we break up, here he is, my son, also gonna get heartbroken because he's calling this man daddy. Let them get to know these men the correct way. And then see if you last. Then they can have some type of relationship and grow to love this person like they should. Not like out the gate calling a stranger, because that's who he is. A stranger, dad. Ugh. So anyway, of course they're, getting to know each other. And of course, Red, he is just so excited. And, that's my boy and all this. So the sister shows up because the sister brought the little boy back. And honey, she ain't with this arrangement whatsoever. Okay. And so Red was like, I'm a hugger. And the sister was like, I ain't. Okay. I ain't hugging you. We have to get to know each other before I hug you. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. Okay, I ain't my sister. Okay. So here's Joy is telling the sister about how Red done proposed. She said it was like a movie. He got down on his knee and all the people around us was like, woo, woo. You didn't tell your sister about the ring. Did she even show the ring to the sister? Did she even show it? Because, baby, if she would have showed the ring, the sister would have been like, child, let me put my glasses on, child. What is this? What is this? Is this glass? Now where he get this ring from? Ding, ding, ding. $31.99, child. $31.99 from the gift shop. So Joy is just over the moon. She thinks that Red is gonna do well. They're gonna live happily ever after. So the sister, of course, all right, girl. All right, I just think that you need to slow it down just a little bit, but hey, we'll see where this goes. So here is Red talking to his, sister, and he's talking about, how things are going, how he has been looking for a job. He's been there for a whole, what was it, 1 or 3 months? Was it 1 month or 3 months, child? He been there. Still ain't working, but he taking care of the boy. Okay, that's his job, babysit. While Joy working. So he talks to his sister, was like, we sure do miss you. When are you gonna come home and come to visit and all this? And he was like, I don't know. He was like, I do need to go and visit the family. I miss them, but Joy is gonna have a fit. Okay, Joy is not gonna like it because she already is questioning me. She already looks at my phone. She already got a little jealous thing, and she, she may not want me to go, home. So, child, that's Joy and Red. Can we move on? Sure we can. Chance and Taylor. So Taylor and Bobby is outside, and we know Bobo, Bobo, Hobo, whatever that dude's name is, that said TikTok. So she calls Chance. He's still in said limo with funky feet. Okay? They still ride around. Where are they going? I don't know. But they still ride around. And so she was like, listen, some dude showed up, some creepy dude, asking about you, talking about TikTok. He had tattoos all over. So here's Chance. Oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Get in the house. That's the best thing you can do, is get in the house. Because, see, he don't want Taylor to know that he owes a former inmate $1,000. So the homeboy was like, what's up? Who is that? And so here's Chance talking about, oh, well, that's Bobo. I owe him money. We was in prison together, and he ain't somebody you want to mess with. Really, Chance? Really? So anyway, so here is Taylor. Taylor's like, I don't feel right about this. Chance is holding back. I think he know who that dude was. And what is going on? He been keeping secrets. He been lying to me for 1.5 years. They did a whole flashback of his lies. Yet Taylor is still there. Oh, here's Chance laid up on that bed. Look like his feet stink, like his homeboy, playing Candy Crush, instead of him finishing up the inside of that house. So Taylor, she says, is there something you need to tell me about that fool that rode by this house? Because I think you know him. And you got a tendency to lie. So what's up? And so he says, all right. I do know him. He's somebody that, I was in prison with Bobo. And I owe him some money. She was like, you always lying. You can't tell the truth for nothing. You're a liar. And the truth ain't in you. And so here is Chance. He throws it around on her. He's telling her, he said, listen, okay, we ain't married. And since we're not married, you can't tell me what I need to do, what I need to say, or how I need to live. Until we get married, you need to just stay in your lane. At that moment, Taylor should have said, you pack up your one bag of stuff that you have and you get the F up out my house. That's what you do. Oh, that's right. I can't tell you anything about what's going on. You in my house. Chance, this my house. See, you came in my house. I didn't come in yours. You came in mine. Same way you came in is the same way you leave. Chance had the nerve to say, why don't you go be a mom? Why don't you go be a mother? That's what you do. Find out how to be a mother. Ugh. Learn how to be a mother. At that moment, Taylor should have looked at him and said, when you learn how to be a father. See, you talking about my mothering skills. Let's talk about your fatherly skills. You don't have any, you son of a bitch. He is atrocious. Chance really think that he has it together, that he's the bee's knees, and he's not. He's lazy, he's a menace, he's a liar, and he's gonna tell Taylor, learn how to be a mother, go be a mother. You go be a father. You got strange men running by the house, threatening, and your child is inside. Your fiance's outside. But you riding around in a nasty 1978 limo with funky feet. Don't have a pot to piss in. Don't have money to your name, and you gonna talk about go be a mother. Oh, Lord, Chance is gonna get on my nerves. Honey, I hope Bobo do catch up to him. I hope he do catch up to him. Pop, bust him up in his mouth. Even though, yes, I know, y'all, this could be fake. I know. But let's just say hypothetically, let's just go with it. And Bobo hems him up one good time and bop him. Let's move on. Justine and Michael. Okay? Now it's time to meet up with the mothers. Y'all, I tweeted that the mothers on this show are hell, honey. I mean hell. I'm here for it. But baby. So Justine and Michael is meeting up with Michael's mom and Justine's mom. Now we know Justine's mom is not a fan of Michael. Okay? Michael's mom, is she a fan of Justine? We know they had their little blow up, but child, I don't guess she's a real big fan of Justine. She has some questions. So they're talking, and they're talking about a boy or a girl, and all this. How has it been, with all the kids? And they're like, man, they don't wore us out. We are tired. And so Michael's mom said, all right, speaking of that, I got a little gift. Hey. Mother of the year, here's your gift. And honey, she put that bag up on that table, and Justine is digging. Oh, that's so nice. She said, Michael, look, Look what your mama did. So Michael said, Ma, why you do that for? And she was like, I just have questions. So Mama Michael done put a whole paternity test on the table at dinner. I said, Lord, have mercy. Michael said, now I know you didn't. Why would you do that? And so the mom was like, And honey, let me tell you something. Justine's mama, she a good one. Ain't she a good one? Mama Michael, you lucky. Now some mothers would have went over that table. Some mothers would have flipped that table so fast and snatched you ball. How dare you? First of all, that was rude. Okay? It was disrespectful and it was rude. You gonna put down the whole paternity test, not only while Justine sat down, but the mother, Justine's mama. Highly disrespectful. Highly. If you feel like that is not Michael's child, then you have a conversation with your son. And you talk to him about it. And then if Michael says, you know what, mama, the timeline ain't timeline and you may have something, I get a paternity test. But it ain't for you to do that. Now, Michael has told this story before. Somebody in the family, an uncle or the mama's brother had a child, raised a child, they loved the child, it was one of their own. Come to find out, it was not his child, and it devastated the family. Devastated them to the point as to now Michael's mother don't trust this baby that Justine is carrying. Michael said, man, I'm not even thinking about that. I know that's my baby. I know it is. And Justine said, listen, he been home this date. I got pregnant this date, and this is my due date. Can you do the math? Okay, because see, the math is mathing. It's your son's baby. It's your grandbaby. But you out here playing these games. And one thing that Justine did say, she clocked it. She said, here you are talking about questioning me. Questioning me if it's Michael's child when your son got 3 baby mamas and got 2 women pregnant at the same time. I said, okay, all right. So anyway, Michael said, you're going to have to stop this, okay? Now, I know you got some deep-rooted issues, but you need to work that out. Okay, just like Jesus could. Jesus can work it out. If you love Jesus, can work it out. Work it out. Jesus can work it out. Work it out. While you're trying to figure it out. So, Michael said, you better pump your brakes. All right, this is, my wife. This is my child, and you're going to have to stop it. And so the mama was like, well, I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. And I'm thinking myself, Mama Michael, when you going to get to the bottom of? You can't make Justine get a paternity test. Again, Justine's mom is sitting down. She was like, you calling my daughter a slut? Is that what you doing? Again, some mamas would have tipped that table over. And so Mama Michael was like, well, I didn't mean it like that. And so Justine said, well, how do you think I'm supposed to take it? So anyway, Michael said, that's it. Done. I'm not talking about this no more. Ain't going to be no paternity test. And so he throws it on the ground. I said, no, you didn't throw the whole paternity test on the floor. He did. And that's Justine and Michael. About KyRock and Brittany, really KyRock, because we didn't see Brittany this episode. KyRock said it's time for me to get this job. All right? KyRock was clean. KyRock was confident. And so KyRock met up with the HVAC people. And he had his head held high, honey. So he was like, how you doing? How you doing, sir? So they said, why we gonna hire you? Okay? Why we need to hire you? And why were you in prison? And how long were you in prison? And so KyRock was up front with it. Okay? KyRock told them what all they wanted to know. They had a question. KyRock answered it. So they was like, okay, all right. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You got the job. See, KyRock has been out how long, y'all? He already got a job. Okay? Chance has been out for what, 2 years? He laying up on the bed playing Candy Crush. Sorry ass. So KyRock got the job. Y'all know I'm all for work. Good job, KyRock. Good job, child. Because he says that he wants to be able to take care of Brittany. Financially, emotionally, spiritually. So he wants to be there for his woman. I ain't even mad at that. But see, KyRock is also worried about his brother. Now, his brother is possibly on that stuff. Okay? He may be on that stuff. But KyRock isn't sure. Okay? He just know the signs. He's been missing. He's been going days without, telling anyone. Okay? KyRock asked him to meet him at the gym. He was a no-show. And his brother has a history of being on that stuff. In fact, his brother has OD'd, and thank the Lord he was with a homie who had Narcan. So, he's worried about his brother. So, he's talking to his mom, and his mama is like, who wants their child to, be, on DRUGSs? Okay, no parent wants that. And let me give a strong shout out to Mama KyRock. Because that's a strong woman. She is a strong woman. She's done had her son in prison, fresh out. One of her sons possibly may be on that stuff. And she had a son that passed away. A horrible way of passing. And then she's battling cancer. I mean, this woman. And she still gets up. She still, puts on somewhat of a smile. I just tell you, she's a strong woman. I like her. I like Mama KyRock. She just seems so, she just seemed like a kind woman, She's representing Virginia. Daggone right she is. So, she was like, I haven't heard from him. And so her and KyRock are just having, a heart-to-heart. And she just talks about how she worries about him. She just worries and she worries and she worries. I feel bad for KyRock and Mama KyRock. I hope that brother, can battle his demons. And I hope that he can, get over the hump. Look, I understand that this show, you have substance abuse problems and addicts, and we've seen it. And but we also seen people come from this show that has made it, and they are doing okay for themselves. So, I'm wishing, brother KyRock, good spirits. All right? Don't be worrying your mama. Y'all just go around here worrying your mama, your grandma, your great-grandmas, your aunties, your sisters, your brothers. They worry about you. Again, like I said, you getting in trouble, in and out of prison, it just don't affect you. It affects the whole family. The whole family hurts. So, Child, let's move on. At last and most definitely least, Cameron and Aris. Check your bag. Check your bag. Check your bag. Now, Cameron is filming a video that allegedly cost $8,000. Now, I went and I checked YouTube. I haven't seen said video. And the last check your bag was the lyrics, and that was 9 months ago. Cameron, where is it? See, this is what I'm talking about. So we have Aris and her homegirl. Did y'all see Aris's homegirl's haircut? Boy, was that bad as hell. That's what I want. I want a haircut like that. It just looks so fluffy. I loved it. But she looked good with that kind of haircut. I don't know if I got the right shaped face. But I love that haircut. Oh, I was like, daggone, that's bad. But anyway, so they go into a house because, you know, they need somewhere to live. And she said that the budget was $400,000. It is. Now, she does data entry. And Cameron is a rapper slash customer representative. And your budget is $400,000. Girl. And check your bag ain't even up on YouTube. Girl. And she's about ready to pop. Okay? Her belly is way out there. So you got the $400,000, you know, that's their budget. And then you got the fees that come with getting the house, $10,000 to $12,000 here, $10,000 to $12,000 here, closing costs. And I'm thinking to myself, they got that kind of money. So Cameron is talking to the little girl. How smart is this little girl? The kids always know. The kids is worried. She's worried. Okay? The child is worried. And so Cameron is like, look, you don't need to be worried about that. You need to be worried about 10-year-old things. You let us worry about the adult stuff. And she said, I can't worry. Okay? We got to find a house. And so he said, listen, we happen to move. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's people who, you know, didn't like what I did in the past, and now we getting punished for it. And me, myself, I don't agree with that at all. Okay? Now, of course, if there is HOAs and there's rules, I understand that. If that's in the contract, I understand that. But if it's not, then absolutely, you know, not. Like if you're a landlord and you find out that, you know, someone is a felon, when you let them move in and they've been productive, they've been paying the rent, they've been upstanding citizens, the cops ain't been called, you know, they've been disturbing the peace. No, I think that they should have, I think they should stay, you know, so. But anyway, the HOA people said, no, you got to go. Because, see, Aris asked that question about HOAs, and they were like, that real estate agent was like, no, you ain't got to worry about that. She was like, thank God. Thank the Lord. So anyway, so he's talking to the little girl. And he said, don't worry about it. We're going to handle it. And she was like, well, I am worried. He said, you are? She said, yeah. She said, you got us out here looking at RVs. And I was like, the kids. Pretty and smart. Pretty and smart. And so he was like, oh man, he said that was for my tour. Did you see how she looked? She was like, tour? But I'll never see you doing that tour. What tour? For what? What songs? So he was like, no, that's for my tour. You know, I got a lot going on with my music. She was like, all right, he said, you know. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to need for you not to worry. You let me and your mama handle it, okay? So here is Aris and her homegirl. They're talking about the house and talking about Cameron and how he wants to spend so much money on this music video. And Aris is like, listen, we got to get this house. We don't need to be spending this type of money on this music video. And she was like, I hope that he ain't cutting the shine around here, acting a damn fool. Because she was trying to call Cameron and he wouldn't answer. Meanwhile, Cameron was at the Great Value Pinks. I was like, what in the less budget known as P Valley going on here? Child, so Cameron is at a strip club, child. Okay. Alright. Smells like bad decisions. And honey, he was grinning from ear to ear with his little self. Sergeant Waters, if you will. Y'all remember Sergeant Waters? Oh shit. If you don't, y'all look up A Soldier Story. Okay, tell me Cameron don't remind you of Sergeant Waters, child. I found a picture of him. So anyway, so here is this music video with 3 people in it. I think they had like 2 of them were strippers. One was on the stage shaking her booty. While there was some money, some fake money they done got from Amazon. And then the director. I said, Lord, that's $8,000? So he's doing, check your bag, 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 check your bag. That's all I heard. Where are the bars? Why are we getting little snippets? And this is the thing, Cameron. If that video was finished, why didn't you ask the producers to play it at the end of the show? It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Who is your marketing person? So, she had a location on the phone. Aris and her homegirl show up. And they standing there. The homegirl was like this. Now, I know he ain't up, and you gonna handle that, girl? What's happening? And so Aris says, I know what you need to do, and you need to get out. That's what you do. The director was like, cut. So Cameron gets down. They go in the back. Cameron is rude as hell. The disrespect that come out his mouth. She said, what is going on here? He said, what you doing here? She said, what are you doing here? She said, listen, she said, I'm about to pop. We need a home, and you out here up in a strip joint. And he said, man, he said, don't even worry about it. He done laid up on the table, just wilding out, running off at the mouth, just talking. And he was like, don't you be worried about it. I got it covered. Okay? Don't be coming up here embarrassing me. Don't be coming up here telling me what I can and what I can't be doing. I'm Cameron. Okay? I gotta check your bag. We're about to blow up here. She was like, boy, you foolish. Okay? What you need to do is get your tail out of here. And he was like, man, go somewhere. She was like, I ain't going no. He said, go. So they were arguing back and forth, okay? And so she says, I'm not putting up with you, okay? Me and my baby will leave you. And he was like, man, I ain't even trying to hear that. He said, you ain't going nowhere. So anyway, so that is Cameron and Aris, child. And that's it. What did y'all think about the episode? Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And to my new subscribers, Welcome to the family. And until next time, bye.